Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of what you've been through and different ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. This video is about why you get confused and feel like you're going crazy in a narcissistic relationship. The way your mind works with cognitive dissonance and the parts of that which are induced compliance, belief disinformation, forbidden behaviours and free choice. To understand more of how a narcissist takes control of your mind, the theories behind cognitive dissonance, and the different parts that play a major part in how easy it is for your mind to be sucked in by these people. One of our basic emotional human needs discovered by Tony Robbins is love and connection, which is the strong human need to love and connect with someone or something. Beliefs are thoughts in our minds that influence our own attitude, actions and behaviours. The power of choice to do what we do and what we do and do not want to believe in. Beliefs are only thoughts and they are not real. And once we have more understanding of these, we can then have the power to change them to work for us. If you grew up with two parents remaining together, so you believe that's how it's done, or your parents were separated, so you want different for your children, beliefs in religious or various other factors. Your beliefs in relationships might be that you stick together no matter what happens, that relationships are hard and you have to work at them, which yes, relationships can go through rough patches and good people who communicate and compromise can work things out. When you're with a toxic person, you need to change those beliefs and realise that you don't have to stay. Core beliefs are formed in early childhood. Other beliefs are formed within our minds through our own personal experiences or from what others tell us to be true. Why, even if you have the same beliefs, the interpretation of those beliefs varies from person to person. Values. Good values in good relationships are honesty, loyalty, respect, understanding and self-discipline. Narcissists look for those beliefs and values in people, either on a conscious or subconscious level. Then they can cause massive conflict within those beliefs, causing you confusing thoughts and to doubt your own judgment and your own thinking abilities. When you meet a narcissist, you will most often be on the receiving end of love bombing. This is to manipulate and influence you. They will be doing favours for you, as when someone does favours for you, your perceptions of that person are good and your feelings are extremely positive towards them. They will overwhelm you with adoration and attention, manipulating you to spend more and more time with them. And why wouldn't you? You feel a great connection, truly understood and very loved by them. Meeting one of your human needs. They gain your love and trust with flattery, attention, commitment, promises of marriages. They'll try to move the relationship on very quickly. They'll try to move in very quickly with things like, if I moved in, we'd see each other more and I could really help you around the home, share bills. Or if you moved in with me, you can stop working and I'll take care of you. Any personal problems or outside situations that you're having in the beginning, they will be there to help in any way they can. They want you to think that you've met the kindest person ever and admire them. They want to be admired by you. Most will even drop subtle hints or obvious reasons of just how amazing they are for you. They might constantly shower you with gifts or trips. This is all manipulation to confuse your mind, which causes cognitive dissonance and then induce compliance. Cognitive dissonance is a state of mind where your thoughts are conflicting, your beliefs and realities are conflicting. Narcissists help you at the start to gain admiration from you towards them. They will then at some point use this against you to break down your boundaries with things like, after all I did for you, or words to that effect. With most narcissistic people, once you are hooked, they'll actually no longer be doing anything for you. Yet they'll constantly remind you of the things they have done in the past. They're used to spend so much time with you, so that you were dropping hobbies as you desperately wanted to be with them, and they made you feel so good about yourself in the beginning. Then they just disappear on you. Again, manipulation of your mind as you lived that first reality when they wanted to spend so much time with you. Then you are left believing it's your fault when they don't. They'll start putting you down, insulting you to further manipulate your self-worth and control over your mind. All those first promises, they suddenly change to, they're not ready for marriage. They never said that, or you took that out of context. This is a form of gaslighting, which is an insidious form of mental, psychological abuse to get you to doubt your own reality. When you first met them, they matched all your beliefs and values. You live the fairy tale and your mind believes it as it sees it at that moment, that exact reality. And when they change into someone you don't recognise and they cause you pain and hurt you, you might have had enough and tried to end it. They'll bring back all the charm in the beginning. All that charm that they had towards you in the beginning, causing cognitive dissonance. When they say things to you like, why do you have to make life so hard? Or if only you'd have done this, or threaten and intimidate you, even sulking or giving you the silent treatment so that you try really hard, begging with them, pleading with them, doing all you can to make it up to them. Then they'll give you the reinforcement of playing nice. All the charm they had in the beginning comes back. Your mind is getting trained by them to believe it's all you're doing for any problems or conflict within the relationship. That in actual fact, there is nothing wrong with them and everything wrong with you. So you change your behaviour time and time again, walking on eggshells, trying to please them so they don't throw a massive tantrum which causes you pain. When your mind perceives something as pleasure or a good emotion, when you've been trained how to act and when you act exactly how they want you to, they will reward you, causing that induced compliance in your own mind. When you don't do exactly as they please, they will punish you through manipulation tactics, causing induced compliance, as those punishments cause you great pain. So you do all you can to avoid that pain. The ups and downs releases cortisol from the stress and dopamine from the highs. These are highly addictive natural chemicals the body releases, and you do become addicted. Once addicted, it becomes increasingly harder to walk free. You will have or you will reach that point where you will break free. Learn about what's happened to you and you will never go back. Cognitive dissonance within your own mind has variables. Belief disinformation. When your beliefs are being contradicted, as the narcissist will have led you to believe one story and then delivers one that contradicts the first. They sell you a dream and deliver you a living nightmare, with intermittent reinforcement of that first story causing psychological mental stress within your mind. That stress releases that cortisol, which is addictive in itself. Yet to reduce the mental stress of the reality that is so painful in your mind, to help you, your mind chooses to believe the less mentally stressful idea to relieve yourself of the painful thoughts, which actually causes you more painful thoughts, leading you to downplay the abusive behaviour from the narcissist, which of course is helped by the narcissist's carefully chosen blame-shifting words of, it wasn't that bad, it was your fault, that never happened, it didn't happen that way, you made me do it, and the rest. As you seek moral support from the very person you don't see is persuading you that your reality isn't real when it is, you don't change your beliefs to the truth of the situation. Your mind unwittingly sticks to your original beliefs, which gives you the brain fog. When you can see something, yet you cannot believe it to be true or really see what is happening to you. Induced compliance is forced compliance. After a narcissist performs dissonant behaviour towards you, which is basically lying, they find ways through manipulative words to get you to agree to their way of thinking, their reality and their truths, even though these are not factual, as the narcissist doesn't want to accept responsibility for their own behaviour and is never accountable. They gaslight you psychologically through words, actions, and sometimes actually moving items on you just for their own self-justification. So even when you know they said or did something, they will twist it all around, leaving you getting more and more confused. They will tell you or show you an example of when they treated you right. They will intimidate you, threaten you, they will manipulate you so that you are forced to comply with their ways of thinking without you even knowing it. As your mind believes this will cause you less pain, either from past hurtful actions of their behaviour towards you, fear of reactions, leading you to walk on eggshells around them, forcing you to behave how they want you to behave, all whilst you don't see what's truly happening to you. Forbidden behaviour. The severity of the threat on the devaluation of the forbidden behaviour. With some narcissistic people, this can be down to when and where you sleep, who you go out with, where you go, if you work, where you work, what you wear, how long your hair is, the colour of your hair, when you have sex together, when you answer that phone. So when you've been programmed to know you'll get punished if you don't do it their way, from the sulks, the silent treatment, arguments, never-ending questions, threats, and all the other manipulation tactics they use to cause you pain and negative emotions, they get you to unwittingly conform to their way of living and their way of acting, behaving and thinking. It stops you from being true to who you truly are and what you truly want to do, for the fear of consequences to your actions of living a free life and how you should be able to live. Free choice. Changes in the desirability of your freedom of choice. This part is what makes it so difficult for people to walk free from narcissistic relationships, and why it takes most people an average of 7 attempts to get out and stay out. The free choice aspect of cognitive dissonance occurs when you are faced with a difficult decision, a difficult choice, when there appears to be an aspect of rejection or discomfort to whatever you choose. So you might want to get out for you, yet you know the narcissist will make it difficult and cause arguments and upset you. Yet if you do get out, you'll feel anger. If you don't get out, you'll feel anger and frustration that you didn't get to do what you needed to do for you. Yet you'll not get negative reactions from the narcissist if you do stay, but then you do get negative reactions from the narcissist if you do stay. It is to confuse your mind. When you decide enough is enough and you want to get out, yet if you stay, you believe you can help them and get the good times back, although you fear them and their negative words and actions towards you. If you leave, it'll cause you pain, the fear of the breakdown of the relationship, your pride and ego damaged as your beliefs that you could make it work didn't happen, feeling guilty for leaving, or fear of what they might do, from threats of, you'll pay if you leave or I'll make you wish. Then if the narcissist was the one to leave you, you've got the thoughts of freedom, yet those thoughts of no one else will love me, I'll be alone, again mostly from the toxic words drilled into your mind by the narcissist. So the freedom of choice is taken away from you in one aspect, because you think you want them back to help comfort you from all this pain. And most often they are with someone new. Again, this causes your thoughts to go into what was wrong with me, what's so special about the new. Social norms and judgment from others also play a part, worrying about what others will think of you. And when you don't open up with the right people, you're left with so many negative thoughts. The difficult choice between getting help and support and the effects it might have on you, or isolating yourself from the world. So when you've got that choice between two different things, and both of them can give you pleasure, yet both of them might potentially give you pain, what you've got to realise is when you're leaving is when you are with the narcissist, they deliver you pain. When you get out, you will have the freedom of choice of how to live your life. It might be painful, but that first pain is temporary, and then you can move on to a much happier life. These thoughts can be resolved by changing the challenge beliefs. Getting out of the situation and away from the narcissist is an extremely difficult thing to do, yet it's the best thing you can do. The longer you are away, the clearer your own mind becomes. Psychological dissonance slowly fades and psychological consonance is restored, especially when you seek out moral support from those who've lived it and have at the one point shared those same contradicted beliefs. Your reality becomes restored and your future becomes so much clearer and brighter. Music can actually help with your mind. Classical music can be one of the best. Any music you personally enjoy will help with your mindset. When you make the choice for no contact or limited contact, if you cannot go no contact due to having children together or other reasons, the best is no contact. The more you are away from them, the more your mind can start to think clearly. The trance they put you under slowly fades, the fog lifts, and you can start to think and act for yourself again and do what's right for you and what makes you happy. The more you connect with those that have lived it and understand it, the more you can put reality back into your own mind. The more you learn about the narcissistic behaviour and the effects it has on you, the less you'll ask, why are they doing this to me? Especially with the smear campaigns and endless games of those narcissistic people that you just cannot seem to shake off. The more you'll see the patterns in their behaviour, what they are doing, the more you'll be able to laugh at how unbelievable yet believable their behaviour and true nature is. The less impact it'll have on your life and your emotions and your freedom. And the more you will come to realise you never even knew them in the first place, let alone love them. It was all an illusion of mind trickery, and you can think of a stronger word from that, but I'm not going to say it out loud. You can get control back of your mind, your thoughts and your feelings to reach that place of, I'm in control of my own happiness and my own life. You can and you will do this. If you do have any questions on this, please add them in the comments and I will respond or make a video to explain it a little bit more. Thank you very much for listening. I will also say sometimes with things like this, it does help to listen to it more than once, purely because when you're listening for the first time, different things pop into your mind the more that you listen to it, to give you that clarity of your own thoughts and perceptions towards these things. Thank you for listening. Bye.